The Mercy of the Gods is the newest science fiction book written by the author duo James S.A. Corey. They are well known for their epic space opera, The Expanse, which I finished earlier this year and absolutely loved. And I was very excited to pick up their newest book. The story is quite a bit different, but the writing style is very similar. The Mercy of the Gods focus on the alien race, the Carricks, who are highly complex and also the long-reigning alien overlords. They kidnap sentient races, and if they're useful, they'll keep them, but if they aren't, they will destroy them. The book opens up with an individual Carricks. They talk about how they ruled so long. They are brought down by an adversary that they let into their own home, and if they would have just left the planet Augen alone, they would have continued to rule. So you know from literally page 1 that the Carricks, even these godlike aliens, will ultimately be destroyed by someone from Augen. Knowing that immediately builds the tension. We are following a research group of 8 humans who are living on Augen, and they are kidnapped and subsequently enslaved, taken to a new planet, and given a job to help the Carricks. Either sentients help them in their never-ending war, or they are horrifically murdered. And the Carricks don't consider any of the other sentient races anywhere close to on their level. They refer to them as animals. So the Carricks have enslaved a bunch of different types of aliens, and I thought that that was a really fun element of the world building, seeing these different aliens and what they can provide to the Carricks. While some of the aliens are neutral to the humans, some are openly hostile, which makes a lot of sense given the genocide that their race faces. This book is a lot about trauma and how different people react to different traumas. We do have one character who fortunately has a very dark sense of humor, and that makes the story a little bit less bleak to have some of that dark humor injected. Other humans know that they have no chance to defeat the Carricks, but they want to fight and die rather than be kept as like useful pets. While the others want to try and bide their time, cooperate, and then, see if something happens. But since you know from page 1 that the Carricks will ultimately be defeated, it gets really tense when the humans start acting impulsively. You're like, no, not yet. You can't defeat them yet. You have to figure something out. The plot is incredibly gripping and fast-paced. The only drawback, in my opinion, is the character work. Since we are following a group of 8, it is hard to get to know all of them on a deeply personal level. I do remind myself that Amos was my favorite character from The Expanse, but that series is 9 books long. I don't think he became my favorite just after book 1. So knowing that they have time to develop these characters more in the future books makes me feel pretty good about it. There was one character, though, that I related to, and her name was Jessin. She has depression and possibly other mental illnesses. And with her last remaining bottle of antidepressants, she is able to synthesize more medicine, and she knows it's working when she switches from being suicidal to being homicidal, knowing that she's willing to fight and to try. While I did enjoy this book, it is a lot of setup, and I'm really eager to see where the rest of the series is going to go. This is called The Captives' War. So I imagine there's going to be some cooperation between different races. Also, the book ended with an interesting reveal that immediately made me want to know more. I wouldn't say it exactly ends on a cliffhanger, but you get some information that you didn't have for the whole book that then puts things in different perspectives. This is the first in the trilogy, and I will be picking up book 2 as soon as it comes out. If this sounds like something you'd enjoy, I encourage you to pick it up. I gave it 4.5 stars and found it compulsively readable. If you'd like to talk more about this book, let's have a chat down in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye!